All right, guys, we're just heading into SEMA 2024. We're gonna go check out some of the off-road products, outdoor products, camping products, all the kind of cool stuff that you guys might be interested in, and probably a little bit more. So we're gonna head into the West Hall, which has all of our favorite stuff. We can see passing all the 4x4s parked out front. Look at this thing, the unit from Rebel Off-Road. Looking forward to seeing what's cool and interesting here that we see here at the show. But this video is going to be about cool products at SEMA. EcoFlow backpacks.
Oh, it's EcoFlow backpacks. Perfect. From just opening the cargo.
Airb Earth Camper. This came out like last year, maybe?
That's cool.
Yeah, so it unfolds and then you've got like a nice space, like an indoor space, but you don't have to get your muddy boots on everything.
Yeah.
So you stand on here, you can get out of bed.
That's really nice actually for the size of trailer.
Yeah, and it just like, boom,
It's kind of,
and then everything pops out of it. I'll get a wide shot. What's with these things? I keep seeing these everywhere. Oh, cats.
Other cat skins. Cows?
Are they leather?
No.
No, they're just foamy. We'll have to get a couple of those. I gotta get one of those for Maddie. So this was like all designed, I mean, exactly to fit everything. So this you got out
like
here.
that setup. It was finally an outdoor kitchen though that's actually set up like a kitchen.
A wide kitchen and a stainless steel countertop.
Yeah, like you have your countertop next to it.
Drawers. Locking maybe. I wonder what it weighs.
That's what I think about all the time.
Yeah, so you pull your whole kitchen out.
Yeah.
That's a way bigger kitchen than the trailers we've messed with.
Yeah.
You got your propane right there. You got a water spigot here as well.
You think about it though, the trailer's not that much bigger than than a lot of the other ones you see, right?
Yeah.
Like it's still a pretty small trailer.
Especially when you consider like a rooftop tent on top of a trailer and stuff.
I wonder what the load capacity is if we could do the.
And then, sorry, like drink, massive.
That's a huge.
I think it's like a 70. All your kitchen stuff is right there.
I like how beefy that is too.
And you got some power up top.
Yeah. So they have it as a table.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's just like ready to go. This seems way better than pulling an awning system out.
Yeah.
And then you've got your spare tire. Somehow you get it out of there. This hatch, does it open? How do you get the spare tire out of there?
This must open.
But we got a hot water system here, a hot tap over on this side.
Yeah.
Oh, shower release. So this must swing out so you can have a shower out here somehow.
What I like about this is this isn't one of the obvious like OEM.
No.
Everybody gets the same trailer and puts their own bits on that. This is a.
I remember when this came out, like it was all the chassis and frame was all designed with all of the elements they want to put in it as part of it. I just don't know how you get the spare tire out of here. Maybe it drops down the bottom. It's got actual off-road suspension.
It has real suspension in it.
Not one of those timbre systems.
Yeah.
So they're just saying that this comes in at about 1,500 kilograms, which is about 3,200 pounds or so. And the price point starts around 45 grand. And it also has 70 liters of water, two 70-liter water tanks, which I don't know what that is in gallons. I'll put it right there on the screen. But coming in at about 45,000 US, which is, I think, going to be a major competitor in the off-road trailer space, because this offers a lot compared to some of the other stuff that we've seen so far.
I see it. Yeah, that's bad. Let's get some air couches going.
Yeah, so we got the Overland America rig here. I've been looking at these. The Intrepid. This is what this rooftop tent. I think Will had one of these, and Matt from Ozark has one.
It solves your problem of hitting your feet up against the end.
Yeah, Matt loves this thing.
And that is taking overlanding to a new level.
It's the first Overland washing machine I've seen.
That's
you go draw your water. Yeah, draw your water from a water source. This is like the ultimate of the ultimate.
Great. Look at the galley.
Oh, is there more food short? Yeah. Oh, good.
And 15 and 20K. Is that the first brushless winch out there?
We're hoping we're going to get there first.
You get there first? So what advantage does brushless offer?
A lot of it is weight.
Yeah.
So they're around half to 2/3 the weight of a normal brush motor.
Yeah.
So we'll be trimming around 6 kilos out of a 12,000 pound winch, which is, we're already around 5 kilos lighter than anyone else anyway. So it'll be 10 plus kilos lighter. Variable speed. So not just on off, but literally slow, right up to full speed.
Oh, interesting.
Is that why you have the roller on there?
Analog switch on there. Okay, so you can go. So that's spring loaded. That's cool.
And they're really, really powerful. We had one of our prototypes was pulling a 4.5 ton forklift with a handbrake on across concrete, dry concrete, in our car park, and it was pulling somewhere around 10 meters a minute.
Did I hear you say before you were making retrofit for?
We'll be doing retrofit for everyone else.
For other winches?
Really?
Yeah.
When do you expect the?
We'll have retrofit fits by mid next year.
Okay, and these will be available earlier in 2025, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, it's noticeably different.
Yeah, I've thrown my back out enough loading winches on the front of my truck.
What's the total weight on this?
So with the brush motor on it, it's 52 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
With this one you'll be around 40, let's say.
With 40, okay.
That's insane.
Yes.
You pull the backing off of this adhesive, laid in place, and just stick it on there, and just kind of press
it
like
on.
that, and you're in.
Gotcha.
Just make
Okay.
sure everything's clean, of course, like any other adhesive. And then if you want to take it off,
So you take it
quarter
off, wash underneath, clean it off.
it's just that.
Yeah.
And then wash it off, do that, and you're done. If you ever want to take these off, use some fishing line, they come right off, and then we supply more of those.
It's just like a 3M type
It's just
tape
a
or something.
3M, but
Yeah.
we supply this piece.
Okay.
So that's what it cams over, that little
Yeah, I
bar in
gotcha.
there.
Oh, neat. Do they only come in black, or can you do custom design ones?
Yeah, so far it's just black.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could, but
The Model T.
it's
Any color you want.
any color you want, as long as it's black.
What's the price point on something like this?
We're just now. This is the first set we have. We're just getting it out there. We're doing a market test with an MSRP of $1,900
Okay.
for the whole set. Seeing how that flies, our cost at this point is pretty high, and that's why we're coming up with that number. So, trying to see what the interest is at that level, and seeing if there's any way we can take it.
Kind of handy. So this is the Stargazer Solo.
Yep.
Now, isn't the one that Teddy has is a soft fabric
No,
top?
so he has
Okay.
the carbon fiber one,
Okay.
but it's just your OG clamshell. Yeah. Yeah, so it has this right here, so you can zip it all the way up.
Okay.
And then it velcros up top. So people ask us like, oh, how are you supposed to go to sleep, and wake up with the sun? I'm like,
Yeah, first crack of
guys,
dawn.
we thought, we're not gonna just leave it open like this. So yeah, when you go to sleep, you can zip it up. It's meant for you to lay down and stargaze at night.
I like that.
Photographers that like doing astrophotography, they can set up their camera here.
Right.
And
And then you've got the bump out, which is nice
Yeah.
because it gives you that extra bit of headroom.
Exactly.
That's the one thing I find with wedges and being 6'2" is like my toes are always whacking the top of the.
Yep. Yeah. So this tent is meant for one person, but it's very spacious. That was the whole goal, to have this part come out just to make it less claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does this weigh? What's the total weight on this
This
guy?
one weighs 87 pounds.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's slick.
Yeah. So like the one that Teddy has, that one weighs 80 pounds.
Yeah.
2 person. So this one, It's a little bit heavier because the acrylic is a little bit heavier, and there's just some components that we added on there.
But you've got a carbon fiber base.
Yeah, carbon fiber base.
Is this carbon fiber too?
No, that one is it's going to be aluminum composite.
Yeah.
And so the weight, originally we were trying to go for 80 pounds, but the acrylic added weight, and then pretty much this whole metal steel right here to push this out added extra weight. But
And did you say this is coming in a 4-person? Or
So
two,
it's gonna be
a 2-person eventually?
Same one like
Yeah.
that with the raised front in it.
Yeah.
And then full acrylic. Yeah.
And is that you guys too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
carbon fiber?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Right now that one is carbon fiber on top, but it's going to be swapped out to this.
Okay. What's your price point on these?
This one, local pickup. So we have two prices. So
Yeah.
local pickup, and then you have your ship price. So the MSRP for this is going to be $17.99, not shipped, and then this one's $23.99.
Not shipped?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
whatever it costs
Yeah.
for shipping?
Yeah. So I mean, it's a pretty good deal. We use full actual carbon fiber, all that stuff. So
It's slick. It's
Yeah.
making waves. Teddy raves about it.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
yeah. And when he hit us up, he's like, "Dude, I do a lot of rock crawling and all that stuff." I was like,
Yeah.
"Get you a tent." Like we want more people to realize that you can go rock crawling and camping and not have to worry about flipping your truck and all that stuff.
It's a lot of weight up there.
Yeah,
I've got an alley cab on mine. And it's like 180 pounds or
Those things are
something.
heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same on both sides. You can get ladder attachments on both
Yeah,
sides.
so ladder attachments on both sides and then in the back as well.
Nice.
So depending on how you're set up.
But I see. I like this too. You got your
Diesel heater.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You got the inlet on the side.
Yeah. And the other side looks like
Both sides.
Yeah. I like the idea of this too because then too, I mean, we can pack gear on the one side of it still on your roof.
Yeah.
And-
Or you could put two.
or you could put two if you really don't like the
so
other
my,
person.
well, so here's my scenario: is I take my daughter camping,
Right.
and the two of us are too big
Yeah.
to fit in one tent, so one person has to be in a ground tent. But
Yeah.
I put two of these on the roof.
That's true.
Then we can have our own separate sleeping
Yeah.
spaces.
Yeah, like I tell customers that you can have your storage boxes here, like your Pelican cases. You can roll over at night and just open it up and grab your stuff,
yeah.
your little snack box or whatever it is.
That's a great idea
You
for
know?
grabbing all your sleeping gear. You
Yeah.
don't have to huff it up
Exactly.
into your tent every night. You
Yeah.
just push it out the window.
Yep.
And
Is there any capacity in here to hold sleeping gear, or is it's
So
pretty tight?
So it's an air mattress in here, and so you can deflate it and throw your sleeping bag in there and close it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And an air plus foam.
Air plus foam.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Slick.
because this whole tent, the solo tent, there's actually April Fool's joke that we
Really?
set up this year, April Fool's, and then everyone just started commenting like, "Hey, this needs to happen."
when is it coming
Yeah.
out? You're
We
like,
need a
oh crap!
one-person tent,
Yeah.
and so we make our own tents. So we're like, "Hey, you know what? Let's get
try
a
it.
prototype going on, and let's try to get it by SEMA." And so this is, I want to say, 90% done. There might be some slight revisions, little small things.
Yeah.
But for the most part, there's some things that we need to clean up, like the crossbar, the glue, just figuring out
Yeah.
little small stuff. But
I really like the acrylic roof because we go to a lot of places like when we're especially in the north where it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's big sky country,
Yeah.
right? So you're seeing the stars and everybody that makes, and I mean you guys may have one where you have like the little plastic window and
Yeah.
you can't see anything out
Exactly.
of those. Like none of them you can see
yeah,
anything
there's
out
a
of.
lot of distortion.
Yeah, especially if you have like the rain fly over top of it.
Yeah.
Something like that would be so cool to
Exactly. I like
it.
when you're
I like it.
way out in the middle.
It's a demo. That's it. That easy. Just unlatch, flip back. Not for me, but might be for somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have anything up there, I guess.
Yeah. Gladiators. They got the one on the Gladiator up there. The one on the Wrangler down here. Flip top for your Freedom panels.
Yeah.
Except you got to now drill into your Freedom panels,
Yeah.
which means leak points. Rather than having to take them off and store them.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't work with a rooftop tent. It doesn't drill onto the front.
No, it's just all tape.
I feel like you're putting a lot of faith in some 3M tape. There's no screw hole in that at all.
No.
But
I guess. That one, I mean,
That one has screws in it, right? I'm trying to figure that out. This is a company called
yeah, they do. It is.
Easy 4x4
You can see there's.
for your top, and 3M tape and screws. There's no way I would trust my
Yeah.
freedom panels without screws. Screws into your hard top, and then you can flip your freedom panels back, like you have to see there in that video.
Oh, and then there's a clip here.
Okay, and then they've got a latch, so you flip them back, latch them, so they don't flop around, I guess. My name's Casey.
Zach.
Nice to meet you, Zach.
Nice to meet you.
This is John. Yeah, I do off-road, YouTube, Jeeps, outdoors, overlanding, that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, how do you guys want to walk through it? Or?
just show me how it works. Yeah, tell me about your top.
Yeah, so this is the Apex Sky Top by Caliber. My name is Zach. The whole idea behind it is, we've all been in Jeeps and gotten caught in weather.
Right.
Because we didn't have windows or something, That's a really big part of it, right? So everything rolls up into these cartridges in the center. So these two compartments roll like this. The back window rolls up into this cartridge. So now you have a fully open Jeep, right? The exoskeleton mirrors the sport cage, so it feels like you don't have a top on it at all.
Yeah.
Weather rolls up or something like that. On the manual version, the cartridges roll shut, back window rolls down, and now you're completely sealed up from the weather.
On the so you have an automatic
The
version?
electric version, this little button right here, which is kind of cool.
Is this the electric?
It is. So this one we have here is the manual one. We're just showing the button here for the electric. So you'd hit the button for each compartment, it would shut it, or there's an all button that'll do them all at the same time.
That's slick.
But just simple.
Yeah.
And open. So even for like a parking lot, like your seats get hot and stuff like that when you go to the store. Slide up, throw it shut, get a little shade.
2 seconds later.
Pop back out, a couple seconds, open it up.
And then aluminum frame?
Extrusion, yeah, so this is what we call the exoskeleton, all aluminum frame, but also supports weight. So you have universal rack rails that go left to right. So now you can mount a bike rack, luggage rack, or whatever. When you have stuff loaded on top, you can still open and close the top.
Okay.
So you got your bike up there, you don't have to worry about taking that off to open and close it.
Right.
Enjoy the open air.
And these are not on market yet. These are still
Correct.
prototype
Late
stage.
25 is when it'll be on the market.
Okay.
You know what
And
the other gentleman said there's going to be some supports underneath there in the production one?
Yeah, so it's got two bows that pop it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
They come out automatically to, make the water roll off the top of it.
Gotcha.
And so will the electric one be out at the same time, or just the manual one?
The electric will be out at the same time. So the whole idea is to have the drivetrain be identical. The biggest difference will be motors, controllers, and buttons and stuff, the wiring harness. Wiring harness, if you have a hardtop, will plug right into the stock wiring harness for the hardtop. So as far as installation, that's the other thing we want to keep it really easy to do. We're targeting an hour max to install it.
Really?
So most soft tops is probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
This would be an hour. That's our target. Our goal is to be an hour max.
XRE.
Launch with a fastback.
Yeah.
Gladiator would be the next one. That's where we'll do an R&D for the squareback, and then that will go to the JL and then JK.
And your company is?
Caliber.
Caliber.
The product's the Apex Sky Top.
Apex Sky.
Awesome.
Right there.
There we go.
Right there. Well,
we
thanks
go.
for the walkthrough. I'll just one more product.
One more product. So taking a hardtop off is hard, right? It's like where do you grab it from, right?
Yeah.
It's always awkward and stuff, right? So it's a new product for the show. So this extruded piece of aluminum gets attached to your hardtop one time when you first buy it. You want to take your hardtop off, take these handles, slide in place, they lock. This one comes in from the front, locks.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier to pull up. And then away you go.
You lift the whole top off like that. The other cool part is built-in feet. So you set on the garage,
Sit it down.
you're not scratching up your hardtop.
That's slick.
We lock it in place for a reason, so the handles are always perfectly balanced. Everything's built on the center of gravity of the hardtop, so when you go to lift, it's not an awkward kind of walk like that. Also have two sling spots too. So if you did have a mount in your garage where you have a hoist or something like that, slings go through there. Again, it's balanced on the balancing point of the top, so all that stuff is built in.
That's slick. And these are available now?
These will be available February.
So pretty soon.
Yep, they're in tooling right now, so February will be available.
What's your website? Are you direct to consumer, or are you guys through?
CaliberProductsInc.com is the website.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a Jeep Wrangler frame. What do you guys think? EV Wrangler build next? That'd be like the complete opposite of the Demonator.
Gearbox. There's no multi-speeds or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's factory from there on. We didn't move the location, didn't change the drive.
Yeah, I immediately could see. Oh, yeah, it's a Jeep, but not quite.
It's the existing rear trans mount too. We just modified it to fit the.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then we added the mount up front, obviously, but.
So are you selling these as kits or soon or?
Yes, not soon enough.
Controls will all show up on here. So
you get your off-road.
Yep, all
stuff.
your off-road stuff. There's your pitch and roll. And you can overlay the pitch and roll with your camera, so you can have a camera plus the gauges. If your Jeep is, super fast.
I actually have a super fast Jeep.
Do you?
Yeah, I have a Demon. The Gladiator is Demon swap.
Okay, so then you could actually utilize that one. All your gauges, so you can keep track of. You can change them, so just depending on what you want to monitor.
Oh yeah, cool.
And then tire pressure.
Yeah. Check engine lights. That's it's a Jeep thing.
And then you have all of your. This is what's already in your factory radio, so you can still control all of your factory options from here too.
Yeah. Right on.
And then you can control all of our lighting. So if you want that stuff, accessory control. So your light bars, all of that, you can turn that stuff on from here instead of having to have like one of those extra pods or switches all over.
Can you like pin stuff to the home screen so you don't have to come through all these menus all the time?
So on the 10, you'd have to come here. On the 12, you have that extra strip where you can leave it.
Okay, so there's a bit of a difference. Yeah. A little handy. Now, is the installs between the 10 and the 12, are they very different or are they pretty similar?
The difference is just going to be how the frame part attaches on the dash.
Gotcha.
But they're literally the same grain and everything. It's just a different screen
size. Okay. And then you've got IP65 wireless. This is big. Nice. And then we got a few different models. We got Tacos. We got Silverados, and are all these out right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not the 12s.
I'm sorry, not the Silverado one.
Okay.
Because this one is the next one that just got all the gauges and integration. This one's coming next month.
And then 12-inch, are they available for these or this Jeep now?
They will be. Jeep, JL and JK will be first. Tacoma's next, then Silverado.
Is this the 10-inch?
That's the 10-inch screen. That's the old 10-inch.
Oh, okay. So this is different from the one over there on the board?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the original Titan. So the screen, you can see these cameras.
And then it goes to this?
Yep, that's your DVR module.
And this is what records?
Yes.
How much capacity is in there?
So you just put a thumb drive in.
Oh, okay.
So you can
whatever
put
you want. Yeah.
Put a big thumb drive in there.
Oh, that makes getting the footage off really easy.
Yep. And then you can change the view. So just depending on which cameras you want to look at.
Oh, okay.
And how you want them laid out, where they're located.
And is this a camera?
No, that's the
that's the IR.
remote.
Okay.
So you can do it with this button, or you can have a remote.
I gotcha. And these are the cameras here.
Yep.
So the one that I just saw mounted on the door frame, is that one of these with a mount, or is that a special camera?
It's a special. It's the same thing though. It's the same 1080 or 7. Sorry, these are 720p. Those ones over there are 720.
Okay. And these are all wired back. They have to be wired back to the module. Okay. So it's a bit of a. And is it just like for extending the wires? Is it just like a 2-wire system, or?
They come with a single cable. It's like this.
Okay.
So, and they're 20 feet long.
20 feet.
And they come with this. So just depending on where you're going to put them.
Okay. And is it an RCA connection then? So if you want to extend it, could you just add an inline RCA connection cable?
But this, you're getting like a couple feet here.
And then 20
feet here, and then this is like 2 feet more. The 4 cameras plug into the box, and then it's one RCA up to the radio.
Okay. So that can make your routing a lot easier too, because you could put this a little bit more accessible under the dash somewhere, get all that put in, and then just run the one cable up to it.
Yeah.
That makes adding more later much simpler potentially too. So. These are the lights we were looking at earlier. What's the Tyree?
Tyree, yeah.
We were just talking to these guys. Company's called Tyree. They make them for Jeep, tons of other OEM applications, as well as industrial, military. And I don't know if these are the dual color ones, but they had some that
No, those aren't.
no, I forget what they call it, the Telelight. They're amber and white, and you can switch between them, and they're really cool. So let's maybe looking at trying some of those for the JK rebuild. Look at all the other.
I like the Jeep-centric mounting brackets. For
Oh
the
yeah,
slides.
yeah.
Fitting light bar concept.
Oh, pivoting. So they must
Allows
have.
them to pivot around. Oh yeah, you see the corner?
Oh, that's cool. So you can see right there, you can flip them out and do some lighting on the side.
The paint color is called Ginger Snap Metallic.
Oh.
This is what the ginger should get next time.
That's kind of a unique way to manage your light bar, but it's like a whole frame that bolts to the cowl and then flips out. I don't know if there's a latch on it or something, but it looks like you might have a release here, and then you can grab this and pivot it out. See that on the passenger side. Kind of makes them.
Dana 60s and 40s.
Yeah, well, you got to do that. Kind of makes your light bar a little bit more useful because it's pretty infrequent that I would. I don't have a light bar, but pretty infrequent. I see most people using them. But I think if you flip those out, you get some nice ditch lights or scene lights at camp.
Well, especially, it looks like you can tilt them as well.
Yeah, you rotate them down. It's been a ton of fun. If you guys ever get a chance to come down to SEMA, I highly recommend it. Try to spend at least 2 or 3 days here. Don't do it like we did. There's a lot of walking. My feet are absolutely killing me. We gotta head to the airport and catch a flight. It's been a blast showing you guys around and giving you a little taste of SEMA 2024. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch some of the other videos that I put up about the event. And I post new videos every week, outdoor, off-roading, gear reviews, modifying my rigs. Check those out as well. My name's Casey, and we got Chef John with us. Hit that subscribe button. Leave some comments down below. We'll catch you guys in the next video.